Hola, bienvenidos a la cuarta semana, semana 4, en que vamos a cubrir capítulo 3. So welcome to week 4. We will be covering chapter 3 this week. So if you're watching this video, you have already clicked on semana 4, and you are currently watching the video which I will place here when I'm done. Okay, the objectives and goals for chapter 3 are listed right here, where you will be able to express more ideas and actions in the present tense. You'll be learning new verbs. Some of those are irregular, some are called stem-changing verbs. You'll be able to express future ideas using the ir, a, plus infinitive structure, in which you could say, I'm going to study, for example. You'll recognize the difference between and talk about what and whom they know using saber and conocer. You will be able to identify in written and oral language as well, the use of the personal a, and the personal a actually has no linguistic equivalent in English, meaning there is no direct translation into English. You'll be able to describe people, places, and things using appropriate structures. We're going to look at some of the differences between ser and estar, adjectives with agreement, some direct object pronouns. You'll be able to identify articles of clothing, express how you and others feel using tener idioms, okay, and identify and use proper etiquette while talking on the phone. Okay, so to complete these objectives, you will be watching the video and reading the textbook, and then completing the corresponding MSL activities. There is a quiz in Blackboard this week, as well as one in my Spanish lab. Okay. You will be logging 2 hours of your language and cultural contact. You'll be completing and turning in your first language and cultural contact presentation. And you will have your oral exam on either September 7th or 8th, that Thursday or Friday. And below, there will be some instructions. But first, the link, when you click on it, depending on when you click on it, depends on what shows up. This, because I am in this week currently, this is what is showing up. So I would need to go to the week with September 7th and 8th. And here I see that, oh, somebody has already signed up for this time. Okay. And that here's an open spot, here's an open spot, here's an open spot. Basically everything that says SPA118, there are open spots to sign up in. Okay. There are also times here in the morning. Now I have way more spots than needed, as some have dropped the course since I created this. Okay. So I may delete some of these times. Okay. So the lista de tareas, you have your semana 4 plan. Okay. Now again, we're going to be covering capítulo 3. Okay. And this week, those pages will be 67 through 99 in the book. Okay. And you want to make sure that you take your quizzes by September 10th. Now there is one quiz that is in Blackboard. Okay, it's on words associated with the patient intake form, part 1. Okay, there will be only 15 minutes to complete this quiz, and you must know these words very well. And then you have a quiz in my Spanish lab, which is composed of the last 6 activities on the My Spanish lab. Okay. And again, I mentioned about completing and turning in your language and cultural contact presentation and taking your midterm oral exam. So the quiz, okay, you will watch a short video here which will take you through the first part of a patient intake form. And this was done by Profesora Margarita Valentine. Okay. When you are ready and you have finished that, you will take the vocabulario quiz. You will have one attempt, be given only 15 minutes. So you want to make sure that you practice your accent marks in a Word document before taking the quiz so that you make sure all accent marks are on there correctly, because accent marks and spelling will count. Now, I will grade this manually, okay? Just like I did the syllabus quiz. Okay. Then the language and contact or cultural contact presentation. Okay. So I have here what you saw in week 3, a description, as well as a good, albeit long, example. And then when you are ready, you will click here and then click Create a Thread. Okay. And you will copy and paste your YouTube link into there. Okay. Okay. Following that, we have the sign up again for the midterm oral exam. And again, you want to make sure you sign up before September 5th. Okay. The oral exam on the 7th or 8th of September, el 7 u 8 de septiembre. Okay. It will be approximately a 10 to 15 minute interview with me. We will be using Adobe Connect. So you could go to the site there, or you could use also the Adobe Connect app. You want to make sure that your calendar is set to Arizona time so that there's not any schedule conflicts, because all my times are Arizona time. Okay. And my times start more in the morning and go a little bit in the afternoon, but not too late into the afternoon. Okay. So, please be on time for your appointment and be patient, as sometimes there are technical problems, and I might be just a couple minutes before I get to you. Okay? And you do want to make sure your webcam is working and your microphone. Okay? So what are you going to study? Okay, the first part is going to be a vocabulary quiz in which I am going to go to the Terminología Médica, and I'm going to go to the patient intake form. Okay, and I am going to ask you 10 words in English, and you will give me the Spanish translation. Okay, in less than 3 seconds. Okay, then, and I apologize, I will have to change this, we are going to do one of the conversations you have already done. And so you have done diálogo 1, 2, 3, and 4. I will choose one of those for you and I to role play. Okay? And those are actually from weeks 1, 2, and 3, not just weeks 1 and 2. Okay? So that will be the oral exam. The recursos. Okay? There's a lot more recursos. There's an explanation on stem changers, if you'd like to see that. And some articles on what Hispanic versus Latino, what's the difference? Do you know that? Okay, here's a canción to help you practice your vocabulary. Okay, here are some irregular verb forms. Here are stem changers. These are PowerPoints. Here's how to use ir a, saber y conocer, ser y estar, expresiones contener. Okay, and kind of an overview. Okay, so there's also some practice. So there's a lot of recursos this week if you need the extra help. Okay, so that composes semana 4. As always, buena suerte y avísenme si tienen preguntas. So good luck and let me know if you have any questions.